your partner high five and say you're awesome, partner. Go ahead and have a seat. You know, that's always an interesting question and always comes up a lot when we talk to our clients about how do you create the right environment. Let me first set the stage here. We have found over our years of experience that a bad environment inside an organization will win over a good person every time. And a great environment inside an organization will always attract the right talent and the right people and always repel the people that just don't fit. And so how do you create the right environment inside the organization? That's what we've perfected over the years, is that really creating environments that people like to come to and people like to work in and people enjoy being a part of. And so there's a few simple things that we do with our clients. Let me just outline a few for you that might make some sense. So the first thing that we do, and I think it's imperative, is that you have to create clarity around the rules of the game. A lot of times when we walk into organizations, there are all sorts of different rules that people are playing by. And so when people are playing by different rules, it creates confusion, it creates frustration, it creates people really operating on parallel paths, and they're working together, but they're not really working together. I had a chance to meet a guy by the name of Dr. Randy Bradley that taught me that, is that people work together, but they don't always work together. And so what we do within the Renzo experience when it comes to environments is we really help people work together in a way that drive the outcomes, that produce the things that need to be produced to drive the business forward. And so I don't know the answer to you and what you're doing, but there's a lot of people out there in the audience, but ultimately the question becomes are your people playing by the same set of rules? And so those are the first things that have to be established, is what are the rules of the game? We call them the rules of engagement. And that is the foundation to create the right environment. The second thing to do is, after you've created the rules of engagement, how do you communicate those? And how do you get everybody actually implementing and operating on those or aligned to them? And I think that's important too, is not just having a playbook, but having people actually implement the playbook and be held accountable to the playbook. That's another frustrating thing, if that we're all on the same page with what the rules are, but we're all not playing by those rules. It also causes frustration. And some people, again, that's where a bad environment will win over a good person. Because if I'm not playing by the rules and you're playing by the rules, you're gonna get frustrated. And ultimately, it's not gonna work out. And so what are those rules of engagement, and how do you hold people accountable? And then how do you communicate and set a platform that allows that environment to flourish? Because if you can create that right environment and drive the right outcomes, you will attract people that want to be there, that want to be a part of your organization, that will allow you to live and grow and do all the things that you want to do. But it really starts with, how do you create those right environments? And that's what the Renzo experience is all about.